sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance.
Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and our chance to check in with the universe. Or more often than not, like I like to say, that it's just a reminder to take a breath in the morning. Our one chance, maybe, hopefully we get lots of chances, but a chance to like take at least 10 or 15 minutes and maybe put our feet solid flat on the ground and let our butt do the kitty dance, get nice and comfortable in a seat, check in where our shoulders are, check in where our neck is and relax it. Good morning, Maureen. How are you? And listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. So, Maureen, this morning I'm going to be using this tarot. I'm trying to think of how you pronounce that. Fyodor Pavlov. And so I was in Salem, Massachusetts when I saw this. I think this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in Salem. It's a hand painted deck, so it's ink and watercolors. And it's funny, it's how stuck I have been on just my the cards that I have been using. So after Maureen, I don't even know what you said, Maureen, but I have like 120 decks, and I pretty much just started settling on 2 decks. So so far this week, this has been my favorite one that I've used. So I'm going through, and I kind of realized personally for me that I'm not too much into the whimsical decks because I'm a very serious person. I've got a lot of whimsical decks, but I'm just kind of going to go through some of these here. I'll probably continue doing this again next week. So if you're interested and you want to see what some different tarot decks look like, now's a good time. So, but our main goal once again is feet flat on the floor and the butt do the kitty dance and checking in with our shoulder gauge, just how high or low our shoulders are. Listening to the cards like they're the sound of the ocean and taking that breath. Which is for me that light switch that says, all right, time to check in with the universe, and maybe my alpha waves start changing in my brain, because I start going into a different mode. Kind of like when meditate. Actually, it is meditating for me. I have to say that this deck feels really good with shuffling too. You can probably see the box better this way. There it is. And surprised I've never used this one. So, as we get started, let's make our 3 stacks. Oh, I bought that one for Rose, this sort of darkish cute one. I love the super cute decks. This one right here. Yeah, I really liked this one. Good morning, Angelina, and good morning, Stacy. So, a friend of ours actually got the Guinness Book of World's Record for the largest Ouija board. Ouijazilla. So it's in Ripley's Believe It or Not. So I'm making our 3 stacks. And each one of these is like a different thread going out to the universe. Like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path. This is a totally different conversation, and this conversation would take us in a totally different direction. So, and I was kind of hoping that, so we had a visitor yesterday, Joan. She showed up, and I was kind of hoping she'd show up again today. So, Joan, I hope you're here. Sometimes people, sometimes you'll get people with negative things to say and things like that. And so we had a visitor yesterday who was kind of negative, but it's like, that's the type of people that we should all be reaching out to and not pushing away. You know what I mean? The people who are negative up front without knowing what's going on, they're the ones that we want to attract. So Stacy's saying, I've bought so many decks because I love the artwork, but I don't resonate with me, and I cannot read with them. Yeah, that's the same with me, is that I tend to look for the more serious artwork, unless it's unless it's a particular event that's a fun event, then I'll pull those decks out and people just love them. So I'm going to go with the center stack today. And I like to think of that as being the heart, what's right at the center. So let's do our 3 in 1. Yeah, this is a good linen deck. It's a good feel to it. Okay. So I'm going to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And the first one that we have is the 7 of Coins. So 7s are about progress. 7s are about moving forward. It's the potential, the drive and ambition that we have. And so here we can see, interesting enough, this person has a plow. So coins are home, health, finances, and all the things that keep us grounded. And so we can see that he's got seeds planted here. But 7s with their potential, and we're trying to get to 10. Again, the numerology is 1 to 10, and we're past the 5 now. And then we move to the 6, and by the time we get to the 7, it's like we can sometimes start to get impatient. We want the seeds to start blooming. For all I know, he's just kind of like hanging out here saying, when am I going to see my first leaves? So this is when we are at that point where maybe we're a little bit impatient, but we're just at that point where we need to give time. And here is our High Priestess. And again, these are hand-drawn, and that will always attract me, something being hand-drawn. And so with this one right here in the High Priestess, we can see that she has this veil, and look at the stars that she has in that veil. That is the secret knowledge that we are looking for. And it looks like she has a pomegranate here. And I see the smoke coming up here. So with the High Priestess, I like to think of the High Priestess as that voice inside our head. That one that, when we don't listen to it, we go, oh, I knew that. What was I thinking? She's got that secret knowledge that when we take our quiet time, when we do something like this, we are literally listening to any messages that in that nonverbal side of our brain, that part of our brain that absorbs information but doesn't have a voice. We're looking for the symbols, the signs, and the clues from the High Priestess. So this is when we reach out and we're willing to listen to the universe. And then the Queen of Coins. So, actually, I really like this deck. So, talk about Llamas coming up. She's got a loaf of bread here. So, our Queen of Coins, we can see the wheat. We can see that she's got this loaf of bread. So, again, coins are home, health, finances, and everything that keeps us grounded. And the queens are the element of water because they are that's our spiritual side. That's our caretaking side. That's our empathy. So when we have the Queen of Coins, I always like to think of the Queen of Coins as you may or may not ever heard, and I bring this all the time, but I think it's a good analogy for me. You may have heard of Harry Potter, but Ron Weasley's mom, Mrs. Weasley, she's the type that will invite you in. She's very much the Earth Mother. She will give you a bowl of soup. She will make sure before she even knows your name, she has put a spoon in your hand and she's taking care of you. But also, you don't mess with her or her family. She is a tigress if you come after her family. So the Earth Mother is just that, very nurturing, very caretaking. So as we imagine, we put in all this effort today and this week and this month. We go to work day after day. We're doing the things that we need to do. And sometimes we get caught up in trying to, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but also just working to pay the bills and working to get everything arranged. Sometimes we work so hard that we forget to stop and do what we're doing right now and listen to the High Priestess. Check in with the universe. Listen to that voice in the back of our head. We keep so busy and so noisy. But then we get a reminder like today, or we get a reminder, what's that? Not my daughter, you. What? Are you okay, Stacy? So, again, this is us, and it's not bad. This is just day to day, and this is where I talk about. This is where I talk about the difference between majors and minors. Minors are our day to day cards. Majors are the destiny cards. So this is just us day to day. But then weekend comes along, we kind of get that light switch I talk about in the morning. Some people can use a candle, some people can ring a bell, but it's a light switch. And all of a sudden it's like we remember about that spiritual side, that thing that says, let me take a breath and listen. Court cards. Court cards can be us, they could be somebody else, or just part of a situation. So when we're listening, let's say that the Queen of Coins is somebody else. Maybe we need to realize that it's like we're putting all this time in. Maybe we might need advice from somebody else. Or maybe the High Priestess is saying, maybe we need to go in because the cards are gender neutral. They're not male or female, not masculine energy. They're masculine or feminine energy. But we need to connect somehow with that more Earth Mother side. Whether that's a physical person in our life, whether it's actually going to a llama celebration like we'll be doing. But it's about that connection with the earth. But we have the advice card here, which is the Ace of Cups. So, as we're going through and we are doing our day-to-day stuff and doing the things we need to do, sometimes the High Priestess is going to remind us to take a step back. And maybe we need to reconnect because aces are like seeds. Aces are the beginning of something. It's starting something new. We can be on a spiritual journey and say, oh, I want to try something different. I want to step out of my box that I'm used to and maybe connect in a different way. So the Ace of Cups is our reminder that as we go through our day-to-day, this is a coin, this is a coin. We're moving from the effort that we put in our home, health, and finances to connecting with the earth and connecting with our Queen of Coins self. And we do that. Cups of the element of water, queens of the element of water. It's about connecting to that spiritual side on the end. And that's, so what is this actually just saying today? In short, it's saying, take a breath and just go inside and ask how I'm doing. How am I? And then listening. And then ask, what can I do to make my surroundings a little bit better? Because that's what the Queen of Coins would be doing. And we do that for ourselves. It might be something as simple as, I'm going to be the Queen of Coins today, and I'm going to bake myself some bread because I've never done that. And we do that just by connecting with our spirituality and just maybe using today as a springboard so we're not so tied up in our work. So let me bounce over here because I just realized, let's see, no. It's not a bad word. I mean, it's a bad word. Miss Weasley's mom defending her daughter in that line. You're right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, you're right. I'm like, what the? Stacy, are you okay? It's like, oh, that is so funny. Oh, man. Miss Weasley says that. Defending her mom. It's what Molly said when Bellatrix. God, that was so good. I'm really upset at J.K. Rowling. You have no clue. But yes, that scene is amazing. And you are so welcome, Maureen. Yes. So today we put in our work. We worked so hard. Now we just need to remember by taking a breath. Is the Ace of Cups is today just remembering to take a breath. That's all it is. Taking a breath and then listening, so we can connect with our Earth Mother side, with our Miss Weasley. So with that, oh man, I love this. You all take care, and Maureen, again this week, I've pulled out some really good decks, and I really like this deck. So again, everybody, thank you again. Take care, and I'm glad you're okay. Stacy, when I saw that, I'm like, because Stacy, I know Stacy, and she's like this wonderful person. I'm like, not my daughter, you bitch. It's like I haven't been on the dating pool in a long time, and I don't remember hitting on your daughter. So you all take care, and I will talk to you later on Monday. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, sprucing up the home. We talked about that. Believe me. Great Friday, everybody. Yep, take care, and I will talk to you later.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the card, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the card, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the card, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the card, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears,